The haunting highway. I always enjoyed the thrill of driving at night. The dark roads, the faint glow of headlights, and the eerie silence combined to create an exhilarating experience. One night, as I set out on an empty highway, little did I know that this drive would be unlike any other. The clock struck midnight as I merged onto the desolate stretch of road. A dense fog began to engulf the surroundings, reducing my visibility to mere feet ahead. Despite the unnerving atmosphere, I continued, convinced it was merely a trick of the imagination. Suddenly, I noticed a figure standing on the roadside up ahead. My heart raced, and I instinctively slowed down. As I approached, I saw a young woman with a pale face and hollow eyes. She wore a tattered white dress, and her long dark hair cascaded over her shoulders. She looked like a lost soul, seeking help from the living world. Feeling sympathy, I rolled down the window to offer assistance. "Are you okay?" I asked, my voice shaking slightly. Her response was chilling. She didn't speak but merely pointed down the road. Following her gaze, I saw something that sent shivers down my spine. There, in the distance, stood a dilapidated, abandoned mansion. Its windows were broken and its walls were covered in vines. It was the kind of place that would give anyone the creeps. Ignoring my instincts screaming to turn back, I decided to investigate the mansion. I thought that perhaps someone might be in need of help there. With each step, the mist seemed to grow thicker, enveloping the mansion like a sinister shroud. The moment I crossed the threshold, an overwhelming sense of dread consumed me. The air was heavy, and the silence was deafening. As I explored further, strange noises echoed through the halls, making my heart race. But I pressed on, unable to resist the curiosity that gripped me. In one room, I found an old photograph. It depicted a group of people dressed in formal attire, standing in front of the mansion. As I studied the faces, the woman from the roadside caught my eye. She was among them, her expression hauntingly sad. A chill ran down my spine as I realized that these people were not living but trapped spirits, unable to leave the mansion's confines. The shadows seemed to dance around me, and the walls whispered dreadful secrets. Panic surged through my veins, and I turned to flee, only to find that the mansion had transformed into an endless maze of hallways and rooms. It was as though the spirits themselves had conspired to keep me trapped within their cursed domain. My heart pounded, and every corner I turned revealed more sinister apparitions. Tormented faces stared at me from every cracked mirror, and ghostly hands reached out to grab me from the darkness. I felt as if the very essence of evil surrounded me. Time seemed to lose all meaning in that nightmarish place. With each passing moment, I grew weaker, my hope fading like a flickering candle. I knew that if I didn't find a way out soon, I would become just another trapped soul within the mansion's cursed walls. Desperate, I finally stumbled upon a hidden cellar door. With my last ounce of strength, I forced it open and tumbled down into the depths below. In the darkness, I found an ancient journal revealing the tragic history of the mansion. The mansion had once been the home of a wealthy family that practiced dark rituals. Their greed and lust for power led them to perform unspeakable acts, sacrificing innocent souls to gain immortality. As a result, the mansion became a prison for tormented spirits, cursed to wander its halls forever. Using the knowledge from the journal, I managed to perform a ritual that broke the curse and released the spirits from their eternal torment. With their final release, the mansion crumbled, and I found myself back on the highway. As dawn approached, the fog lifted and the world returned to normal. But the memory of that harrowing night still lingers in my mind. I can't forget the faces of the trapped souls or the darkness that nearly claimed me. From that night on, I never drove alone again, for I knew that not all roads are safe, and some journeys lead to places better left undiscovered. And whenever I pass by that abandoned stretch of highway, I can't help but wonder if those lost souls still linger, waiting for another unsuspecting traveler to encounter the haunting highway.